Okay, so we're here with Kaitlyn Aurelia-Smith. How are you,
Hi,
Kaitlyn?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm
Good.
very well. So you're about to perform at Bristronica?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's on the cards for today? What are people gonna? What can people expect?
I'm playing my new album, Gush, that came out about a month ago. And I'm playing the Buchla Music Easel, the Oberheim SEM, and then I do a lot of live looping and process my voice. And then this all controls the visuals, like I send time code to the visuals.
Oh wow! And whose
Yeah.
visuals are they? Are they?
It's more like performance art and like documenting aspects of the album that were important to me. Yeah.
Amazing. So can you run us through your gear? Like, yeah, what's on the table here?
Yeah, it's a Buchla Music Easel, an Oberheim SEM, an OP1, Arturia controller, a Sensel controller, and then a launch pad that I just make my own matrix pages with it, and then I use a headset mic and process my voice and loop it all and do different instances of it all.
Amazing, amazing. And how is it? How is it interconnected? Do you have things synced together? Are you sequencing some of these elements as well?
No, a lot of it's just with me looping, and so it's like naturally syncing from me playing with me, and then I'll play along with, like, if I'm using an arpeggiator, then like I'll match that rhythm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about your album as well. Was there a concept behind it?
Yeah, it's mostly inspired by object empathy, which is a concept that I fell in love with a few years ago. Which is, it stems from like traditional aesthetic philosophy and the way that design language has evolved, and the way that we personify objects, and the way that that we use objects to describe how we feel. And yeah, so it's a love album about objects.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool. And what sort of equipment did you use on the album?
I always write my albums with the live set in mind, so I use this.
Oh, that's great.
And then I always go through a process before writing it where I spend a long time with different analog gear and create a sample library with that, so that I can have that in a mobile way.
That's
Yeah.
a great way to work, so you can perform the album for people
Yeah.
live, that experience.
Yeah, and then I can just like play the vintage gear. It won't sound the same as like playing it, but I'll have like a version of it. Yeah.
And what is it about, for example, the Buchla Easel and the Oberheim SEM? Why have you picked those two pieces of gear for
Yeah.
this particular piece?
A lot of gear I choose for the way that it makes me feel when I'm interacting with it. And the Buchla Music Easel was the first synth that I ever played, and so it has like a lot of sentimental value to me, and it's like just a very intuitive instrument for me. And then the Oberheim, I've always really loved the filter, the Oberheim filter, and feel like it has like a very like evocative and like creature-like quality to it. So it's easy for especially this album to give like a lot of personality with it.
I mean, that's an amazing first synthesizer, the Buchla Easel,
Yeah.
Many people work up to that in, 20, 30 years.
Yeah, it was the reverse for me, because synthesis just like came into my world. I didn't seek it out. Someone lent me Buchla gear, and that was my first synthesis experience, was someone lending me Buchla gear, and then I learned about the Euro rock world and like different things from there. Yeah.
And just a little bit about your vocal processing. What's your kind of vocal chain from the mic? Where does the audio then go?
Yeah, I don't have one way. It changes from moment to moment, and I like to keep it reserved because I still use it.
Top secret information.
But but the one thing I like to say about it is that it's very I like it all to feel very alive, so it's not one chain. It's like an instrument of its own. Yeah.
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 And how long have you been singing for? Is that something you've been doing for years?
I've been using my voice as an instrument since I was a teenager, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself like a vocalist. It's just part of the expression. Yeah.
Right. And how is Ableton kind of connected to these things?
It's sending time code, and then to preserve space for when I'm traveling, I don't like to bring pedals, and so I have like the looper in there, and I have like delay and like different effects, so that I don't have to like have delay pedals or a loop pedal. Yeah,
that's good choice.
Yeah.
Because you said you mentioned off camera that you're now living in Lisbon.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is that?
I love it. Yeah, I'm really happy with that move. I was living in LA before, and I moved there about 6 months ago, and I really like it.
Yeah. There's an amazing art scene, art and culture in Lisbon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when did you last gig? When was the last time you played live?
It was just maybe a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Amazing. And have you been to Bristol before this?
Yeah, I've played in Bristol a few times.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How is it?
I love it here. It's really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. And Machina Bristronica, have you had much of a chance to kind of check out some new gear here?
Yeah. I did a walkthrough, which is always fun. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're really looking forward to the show, Kaitlyn.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for talking us through your gear.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you play.
Thank you. Appreciate it.